Lunchtime! I'm just sitting there at my desk, looking off into space as usual when Murai suddenly comes running up to me. That went quicker than when we buried the rock.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it worked.
Oh god. As soon as the words are out of Saiki's mouth, Saiki turns to stare at me. Murai has an elated smile on her face as she thanks me over and over, practically throwing her arms around me. I guess he just wants to hear it so Saiki can hear it. I mean, you know, I'm a little bit confused. Like, does the spell work just for one day, you know? Is he just in a daze?
Yeah.
Or something?
Perhaps it's something temporary.
Yeah.
Yeah, will you tell us, please, just what happened, you know?
Murai's excitement is kind of overwhelming, and that's all I can manage to say. But I never thought that the spell would take hold so fast. Yeah, I was about to say.
So it works.
So it is the love spell, you see? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's... Oh, yeah, okay, it's not a breakup spell, but he technically breaks up with the other girl then, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Frickin' douche. That girl is
a psychopath.
Yes! That girl is like the devil in disguise. You know, having her arms raised up all innocently and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, she's self-aware. Okay, not. My
Pride.
Beauty. I mean, now the thing that the reason why he confessed to you was because of spells. So I'm not sure if your beauty should terrify you. Murai has an enthralled look on her face. She's totally in her own world right now. we sounded like a teacher there. Well, Murai. God, we created a monster.
We created a monster.
What? Yeah, we created definitely a monster there. So saying Murai leaves, she's so overjoyed, it must have driven her over the edge. You know,
driven by.
She sounds monotone again. After Murai leaves Kaori, Saiki comes up to me to deliver this sarcastic remark, but I can clearly see the hostility in her eyes. Yeah. I answer her modestly because I know that that'll be more effective.
Always modesty.
Someone's scared. Saiki hurls this last remark at me and flounces away in a huff. She's pretty shaken up, alright. She's always so cool-headed, and yet here she was now irrational and bearing her emotions. Like Ito the other day. Ellipsis. I feel... Why? I feel someone's cold stare. Next thing I know, Imari is standing right next to me. Now we're gonna get a lecture.
More than a lecture, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, or not.
Ooh.
That's what. That's maybe more disturbing. That's what she says in reply, but Imari's eyes are like knives boring right through me. Ah? I would do the same. I would just play dumb. Yeah, so she believes in it. I mean, you know, if that worked, then why wouldn't they think that the thing that happened with Mika Ito one day before, by the way, isn't also thanks to us, you know?
Yeah, now we have basically broadcasted all the people around that what happened was her fault.
How rude of her to call it a curse.
Oh, it was more like a spell.
なに変な目で見られるよ。ミナセが変人のレッテルを貼られたら、
Freak.
私も変人の友達になっちゃうんだからね。
Freak.
She's like us.
That's where we got it from, apparently.
Mhm.
Bell rings. Just then the bell rang, signaling the beginning of my next class. At the same time, our classmates start shuffling into the room. I sit at my desk and start to think, which isn't happening when you don't scribble down anything in your notes. Really, the book's power is unbelievable. Now, there is no question that its power is for real. Yesterday's incident, please put it in quotation marks, and what happened just now, they were both undeniably my doing. Absolute power, so people's destinies can actually be twisted so easily. After witnessing all this before my own... There's probably also a suicide spell. After witnessing all this before my own eyes, I can understand why those girls from 12 years ago got so obsessed with demons and black magic, since I can feel myself getting more and more drawn to it myself. Still, while some of us revel in the effects of this magic, there are also victims who are suffering from them. But they don't mind, right? Even so, if used effectively, this was a highly attractive power to have. Hold on. It's not like I have to use it on others. I use it on myself. I could just as easily use it for my own personal profit.
And this was the guy that 5 minutes ago was talking about her sister dominating the world, and
Yeah.
and he having to stop that, you know.
If I were to use this magic myself, that's it. God, I have to make this more creepy. That's it. If I use it, then I can have any any beautiful girl I want. A man's dream come true. No way am I not gonna try this out. Thank you for that. We don't have a say in that, but okay.
There's not even questioning there, you know. It's like, how am I not going to use it? You know, like.
I mean, every guy would be like that. For better or for worse, I don't have a girlfriend. Yeah, it's not a surprise. Actually, there's just one person who might fit that description, but there's nothing between Imari and me. We're just childhood friends. Yeah, that doesn't happen. Here's the evidence we've never done.
Bam! Overwhelming evidence. CSI Miami, CSI New York.
Slap that right in my face. Oh yeah, that's good evidence. What? What? Try using it yourself? Oh, the spell, I guess, right? So, that's the thing now, Mr. Sig. Let me actually see if that actually affects any outcome. But I think it does. Wait. Let me see. Ah, there it is, okay. Yeah, that affects an outcome.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah. So, considering the circumstances that the spell apparently works, if you would be in Minase's shoes right now, would you use the spell on yourself for your own purpose or not?
Well, considering what he has just said, it's obvious that he's going to use it.
Yeah, but, you know, if he's gonna use it, but that's the thing. Would you use it on yourself or would you use it on another person, rather?
The decision is more like using it or not using it, right?
I think it's using it on another person or using it on yourself, I think.
But why would we want to use it in another person, you know?
Why would we use it on ourselves? Because...
to get free sex, you know?
Yeah, but not consensual. I mean, technically consensual one, but not for a long term, I guess. We also don't know if it actually keeps up for a large amount of time, you know?
Yeah, we don't know. But, you know, given the way he was talking about it,
I mean, I personally wouldn't use it because, you know, you don't know if there are any side effects of that afterwards.
Perhaps, you know, perhaps, you know, it would be weird. Well, we have just discovered ourselves in front of everyone, but if we use it again and someone suddenly falls in love with us the same way that guy fell in love with that other girl, everyone is going to be 100% sure we use this again for benefit, and it's going to hurt their reputation. Perhaps it's wise to not use it.
Also, if that girl confesses as the guy did, like in front of all people, then of course people would be like, okay, use it on himself. But
especially if he never had a girlfriend, as he said,
I'm just
what a
playing,
coincidence, right?
because I know in your head right now there is devil's advocate, so I'm playing angel's advocate right here. Just putting down any notions, it's your adventure, so you just tell me. Use it on yourself, or don't touch it. Which could be misinterpreted, by the way.
Should I use my dick myself, or I shouldn't touch it? I don't know. We kinda said before not going to the infirmary, which was kinda like blowing the party. I don't know. It's unwise to use it on ourselves.
I would say so.
But it will lead to stuff. I can't make this decision. It's too hard.
But we are gonna get eventually to the really depraved stuff of the game when we go for the evil ending. So
Then let's just not use it.
By the way,
but I guess that there's
one thing that I want to say: when we go for the evil ending, we are obviously gonna skip the parts that we have already read, but we're gonna narrate the parts that are new. Then obviously, because it would make sense to read the same thing over again.
So in this case, where are we going for? Which ending?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. So
I just want to see what you would get.
The last time we made a decision that would probably be considered a good decision, perhaps. Maybe. Now we have another choice. We walk further into the light side, or we go back to neutral by making a...
just go for what you would do in that situation.
I wouldn't touch it. But...
Okay. Then we don't touch it. Right?
Okay, let's do that.
Alright. Because I wouldn't do it as well, It's just... it draws too much attention to you, and then people would be like, okay, he used it on himself, sure. Here's
also, it's not true, it's just a spell.
Quiver. On second thought, I think I'll pass. Just think what will happen if I start dating someone. Yeah, Imari would be sure to shun me. As a matter of fact, she might even get jealous. And if that happens, how the hell am I gonna get up every morning with like an alarm clock? It just can't happen.
Yeah, better to be like her dog for the rest of eternity.
Well, we have a broad choice there.
In that case, just go for Imari. Well, I prefer to not go for Imari, and just go somewhere else. No, please, no, thank you. No. Okay, let's go.
To. Yeah. That's actually a great... Oh, God, now we're gonna get to the world domination shit or slave something. That's actually a great idea. If I can use magic to make Imari mine to boss around, yeah, there we go. Imari will do whatever I say. She won't be able to resist me. She'll be just like a slave, yeah. And,
Oh, Jesus.
Guy's a fucking lunatic.
This is getting real.
Imari, as she is right now, holds no excitement for me, and she's not the type I go for. And you're just odd. So if I just change her to my liking, every morning she'll wake me up with a kiss. Wait. Or else we could go to bed together every day. That might not be too bad. We'll be naked We'll be naked together, my skin touching hers, and then we'd make up and go to school together like a married couple.
All of that in high school, eh?
And before he said she's not his type, Before any of that can happen, we do have to go to the next level as lovers. Sex with Imari. I've never even considered it. Since Imari likes dogs and is an animal... Oh God, please don't go that way. And is an animal lover in general, maybe... You read that?
No. You read that.
Maybe she'll like doing it with like the first single of Snoop Dogg. You do that when you would make it with your ex and it doesn't sound as bad.
Maybe she'll like doing it like dogs in the mud, harshly and like violently and wildly. That's the way a gentleman would read it.
I guess. Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
No, you keep going. I'm not going to read this. Okay, I'll verbally assault her. Only verbally assault her, by saying, "You bitch," and keep ramming her from behind over and over. I will get hold of a choke collar and a tail for her.
Wait, or maybe I'll have more fun. Housebreaking? What is housebreaking? I could. Oh, yeah, okay, that's 50 Shades of Minase. I could lash her mercilessly with the whip and drip candle wax onto. What the fuck is going on? Onto her. Oh, and let's not forget rope. I'll bind her up like a hunk of boneless ham and. What in the name of fuck? Since
and then kick the hell out of her. You forgot to read that part. It's important to read it.
Reminds me of a line from Deep Ride, Japanese rapper. Domestic violence. That's what I'm sensing right here. Since I'm always getting it from her, it's going to feel great to get back at her like that. Ah, how cool would that be? Not at all. Oh god, he's excited. That's a problem. By the way, also, I think the spell doesn't make like how you call that? Doesn't judge you. So I have the feeling that if you cast it on someone that you actually care for, that it doesn't work. But I'm not sure if the spell makes like a difference there.
If you cast it in someone you apparently care for in the first place, you don't care about that person.
Maybe. I get up from my seat and start to leave the classroom. Don't worry.
He's the policeman.
That's the sound of the police. That's what I tell her as I leave the room. I head toward the roof. I'm pretty sure there won't be anyone there right now. Just you wait, Marie. Starting tomorrow, you're going to be my slave. I can't relate to
slavery.
this guy.
It's a foothold in Japan.
I rush up the stairs to the roof with laughter brimming inside me.